Ladies and gentlemen, when Black Americans start to use critically thinking skills, that scares a lot of people. I'm really are discovering that more and more every day. The one thing they do not want Black Americans in particular to do is have critically thinking skills. Now, when you critically think, you ask just a simple question. Why should I be doing this? Why should I support this? And if I support this, how is this going to benefit me? Just asking those simple questions are stirring up a lot of people, definitely within our community, who feel that we should only think one way, we should only vote one way. We can't even say, you know what is the Democrat Party, what are they presenting for Black Americans? You know what is the Republican Party presenting for Black Americans? What is the Green Party presenting for Black Americans? What is the Libertarian Party presenting for Black Americans? Just asking questions make people nervous, and it's a problem. Because I've talked about this before. There is a default setting in America for Black Americans. And the default setting is you don't say nothing, you don't question nothing, you stay in a slave-like position. Now, what do I mean by a slave-like position? A slave-like position is slaves are here to serve, slaves are not to be catered to, slaves for sure better not ask for no kind of agenda to benefit them. You just do what you're told. And forever, definitely politically, we have been doing what we have been told for the past 60 years. What is that? Vote for the Democrat Party. Now Black Americans are saying, and definitely Black men in particular, are saying, hey, I don't really see a place for me over there. They don't prioritize me over there. I don't fit the category of people that they prioritize. So you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm not running to the Republican Party. No. Because I will be back to square one if I just run to the Republican Party, and they're going to get comfortable and they're not going to do nothing. So I'm going to stay right politically in the middle. I'm going to be in the middle, and I want you to fight for my vote. Now, this is what I have noticed as being politically in the middle. On the right side, they want the Black votes too. And they try to present their policies. They try to say, hey, look what's happening. Look, we got this going on. Maybe you should come vote with us. Look, y'all can probably benefit over here voting for the Republicans. Okay, cool. What happens on the Democrat side? Do they say policies or whatever that could probably... No. They come with insults. They lie constantly. They defame people. They slander people, for instance. Because I've been seeing a couple of commentaries here and there, and when you talk about someone, show what they're saying, show what they're doing, or they'll like to talk about you, but then I give it an opportunity on our Sound Off Friday on our YouTube channel, and you can come talk to me directly, and let's have that conversation. I'll talk to anybody. I'll talk to any person that's a Democrat. I'll talk to any person that's a Republican. I'll talk to any person that's an independent. I will talk to you, gladly have a conversation with you. And if you're right about something, I'll say, you know what? You're right. I was wrong in that position. I have no problem accepting that. But why is it that Black Americans, when they start thinking critically, or why when Black Americans demand something for their vote? Demand. And yes, once again, let me tell those people in the back of the TikTok right now is maybe not listening too well. We believe over here, and what I advocate over here is get registered to vote. Go to vote.gov and get registered to vote. That's what we believe in. Number two, we believe you should go to the passport and get your U.S. passport. Get that so you can travel throughout the world. Number three, we believe in having a driver's license. So just in case you stay in a voter ID state, you can present your ID. You want to drive. That's very important. You need ID to go do various things. So at minimum, driver's license, voter registration, U.S. passport. That's what we promote. I can't try to suppress the Black vote if I'm promoting that, right? Or in one instance, you want to say we want to suppress the Black vote or tell Black people to vote the couch. But then how can you push Trump talking points? How you can do that at the same time? That doesn't even make sense. You're going to either take a position with Trump or you're going to take a position on the couch or whatever. Each individual makes their own choice who they would like to vote for. It's just that simple. They make a choice. And the problem is with a lot of you shills, you Democrat shills, is you having a problem with Black people critically thinking. You're having a problem with black people making a choice. You know why? Because you have no policy wins. See, if you had policy wins, you could go off of that. You could say, hey, why would you want to vote over there? Because here we did X, Y, and Z. And when you do X, Y, and Z, people could say, yeah, the Democrats did do that. But look at what's happening right now. High gas prices, high food prices, inflation through the roof, interest rates through the roof. We have unchecked crime and a lot of illegal immigration. And let me say something about that. Those who like to lie. I am very pro-legal immigration. I'm going to repeat that again. I am pro-legal immigration. I support legal immigration. If you come here legally, welcome to the United States of America. You're in America now. God bless you. But if you come in here and you came illegal, then I'm anti-illegal immigration, and resources should be going to the citizens of a country. And that's just period. It's not right that we have homeless Americans on the streets, while we have people that came in here and being put up in hotels. That's not right. We have veterans that fought for this country honorably, and they're even on the streets. But we have people that just crossed over yesterday. That's not being anti-anything. You're being pro-American. Once again, I travel to many countries in the world, and guess what? They're pro their citizens. They're not pro-foreigners. It's just bottom line. And I don't expect them to be, because I am not from that place. But critical thinking, ladies and gentlemen, critical thinking is a problem. See, you have to understand, there's some people, if you go back to the time of slavery, there were people that was comfortable on the plantation field. Not everybody wanted to escape. Not everybody wanted to rise up and get massa. Not everybody wanted to do that. And what you see today is the same thing. You got a small group of black Americans that want to do things for themselves, be self-sufficient, be free. They want to do that. Then you have some that's comfortable. They're comfortable just doing what they're told. They don't want to have businesses. They don't want to grow. They don't want to do anything. They want to stay in the default position that we talked about earlier. They want to stay in that default setting. And anybody who's speaking about true freedom, because they claim freedom over there, there's not freedom. True freedom is doing for self, not begging, but doing for self. True freedom say, give me the resources I need so I can provide for my family, so I can create a business, so I can create an educational institutions for our children, so we can create grocery stores for our children, medical institutions for our children. We want to do for ourselves. We don't want to beg somebody. We want to do for ourselves. And people like that is always going to be the enemy of any black American that wants to do for self. Think about it. Once again, you're trying to present yourself as the better option, but all you do is attack. You never present to us, or even me, myself, as a black American man, why are you better? What is your position? And it can't be, well, we're better than Trump. That don't mean nothing to me. Show me in a policy, how are you better? And when these people constantly try to attack, just ask them, what policies do you have is better, and why should we vote for you? It's just that simple. It's not about Trump. It's not about nobody. What do you have, sir or ma'am? What do you have? What? You're trying to convince me to vote for you. I'm a registered voter. So convince me to vote for you. Sell yourself. And if you insult me, you're not selling it. I want y'all to know something, Democrat Shills. The more you insult a person, the more sometimes you're pushing them to do a protest vote or keeping them on the couch. Because they got people, and understand, they got people say, I'm not voting for Harris, I'm not voting for Trump, I'm not voting for nobody. And they're registered voters. And they'll choose the couch. You have some people that will be angry at your tactics and go vote for Trump to spite you. I said many times before, the Democrat Shills, you're actually hurting Vice President Harris' campaign by doing what you're doing. The lying, the backbiting, the name calling, the slander, the defamation. You're doing all this. You lie on people, defame people, slander people, and you don't even show the proof of anything. That's the thing. And I know the DNC didn't tell you to do any of that. I know better than that. You're doing that you're crashing out on your own. But critical thinking, ladies and gentlemen, critical thinking is something they can't deal with black Americans. And black America are going to another level by critically thinking. Because the last thing they want is black Americans start asking questions. Because you know how it is. When we ask questions and we make anything a trend,